Hi everyone, Karen Ann here from the Cut at Home Design team. Today I'm doing a post all about Spellbinders Nestabilities Labels. They come in so many fun shapes and of course they are varying sizes within each shape package, and I just love to use them. They basically come with a folder like this. What I do is I add a piece of Velcro and a piece of magnet so that they stay together and stay organized, and I just love them. So let me show you what I did. The first project I made in advance is this tag here, and I used the Spellbinders Nestabilities Labels 8, and I also used, if I can find it here, the Nestabilities Labels 1. And so I cut a tag using the Labels 8 here with watercolor cardstock, and then I just inked it up with some Tim Holtz Distress inks. I used several here. I used Black Soot, Hickory Smoke, my new favorite color, Pine Needles, Rusty Hinge, and Dusty Concord. And then I wet the background, this back piece, to make it all kind of blend together a little bit. Stamped it with a background stamp, and then I cut a smaller size of the same label for the front and kind of did the same thing again. This time though, I think I used fossilized amber and Dusty Concord and maybe some walnut stain around the edges. And I stamped this sentiment here. It says, "You say which like it's a bad thing." This one, what I did was I used the Labels 1 and I used two different sizes of it layered like so. I taped them so that I would make sure I got the same size. I taped them on this side, same size every time, and then I cut it a couple of times with white cardstock and glued them together to add a little bit of thickness to that. I put in a little shaker thing using my fuse tool. Covered this with Angel Craft Podge and a little glitter to add some sparkle to it, and then fussy cut out the hat. Super fun. The next project, put these back together, keep them organized. The next project I will make with you on camera here. I did cut the pieces in advance, and on this one, let me find the labels that I used, since I put them all in one big pile now. Let's see, so many fun ones to choose from. And why can't I find the ones that I used on this card? Oh, here they are. So this is Spellbinders Labels 42. These are super fun, intricate dies, and this one's fairly large. I used this size to cut a panel, and this is from Graphic 45 Rare Oddities paper. And then I also used the Labels 2 to cut a panel, again from the Rare Oddities paper. And I cut a second one in green cardstock from the same size. And what I like to do is I like to add just a little bit of border, and sometimes the 1/4 inch that is part of the Nestabilities is too much. So I just cut the paper in half, add some adhesive to each half, and then I just add a little teeny bit of border onto each side. This is a great trick also with scrapbooking, because you can add just that little teeny bit of border to your scrapbooking photos. Okay, like so. I cut a square from the Rare Oddities paper that I will put onto this Labels 42. Like so. Love the Graphic 45 Rare Oddities paper. And then I cut, these are from the chipboard, not the chipboard, the die cut accents in the Graphic 45 Rare Oddities collection. And I'm just going to use those as embellishments. And so what I'll do is add some adhesive onto the back of this label and set it on the card base. Try to get it somewhat straight. This one that I added that border onto, I'm going to pop up just a little bit. I use Scotch mounting tape in a large size so that I can just cut the lengths that I want. And when I cut too much, I usually save them on the corner of my lamp for another time. So I have lots of little pieces there. Before I set that down, I wanted to wrap some ribbon around the back of the card. And so I found this pretty green ribbon in my stash. And I'll just lay that across something like that. Add a little more adhesive so that it sticks down nice and well. And I have these Adorn It fibers that I'm also going to add onto the card, like so. One more time with that adhesive. I don't like my ribbon to come out, so I'm not shy with the adhesive. Okay, so then I'm going to set this on a white card base, like so. And then I'm going to add this little panel that I already added the pop tape for. I think I want it to go over the top of that ribbon, so I'm going to do it this way. Maybe like that. Let's see. Yeah, something like that. So this is sort of my thought process as I make a card. I just start deciding where something might look good. Actually, I'm going to go this way with it. Get it somewhat straight. Those scrap pieces of pop tape are going to come in handy here because I'm going to just pop up this little embellishment from the die cut shapes and have that be the center of attention. I will add some sequins to this before I post it on the blog, so if you want to see the final version, just go to www.cutathome.com/blog, and there you'll also find all of the products that I used for these two projects, and stay crafty. Thanks.